Hey everybody, Jinzha here, and welcome to another Throwback Thursday. So last week I said about going on the PlayStation, and it's here. Unfortunately we got no Tan again, but that's okay because we can play some single player RPGs and stuff that I played in my childhood. So I mentioned this game last week, which was Breath of Fire. So this week we are going to be playing the very awesome game Breath of Fire 4, which is probably my second favourite of the series. As I said before, the third one was probably my favourite overall, but this one's very charming. It kind of swaps between two different, not characters, because obviously there's multiple characters in the game, but I guess scenarios where you should play as this guy on the screen, which is Ryu, or however you want to pronounce it. That sort of name has multiple different pronunciations and everybody seems to say it different, but whatever takes your fancy. And then this guy here, which is Fou-lu, who's the Dragon Emperor, and it actually has some really cool little cutscenes and animations. Even the game itself, it looks really cool. I'm so excited to be playing this again. I haven't played this in years. So we'll let the cool cutscene roll on as we just have a look here. Yeah, so it's all about dragons, and it's another game that's very sort of heavy RPG, Final Fantasy like, where it's turn-based, which a lot of these sort of games of the era were. Alright, we jump into new game. Yes, we have no memory card as always, and we will just go with the standard Ryu. I think that's another one, Ryu. But yeah, this revolves around Ryu and Fou-lu, and the whole idea of the game was like Ryu's like a part of Fou-lu. Fou-lu's like this dragon emperor that's been slumbering for many, many years. Okay, come on. There we go. It all started on the third day after we had left the castle. That morning we had entered the great desert on our sand flyer. Obviously this is an old game, so it does take a while to get into. We were heading toward the town of Sinesta, the last known location of my sister Elena. Sinesta lies on the edge of the desert. All we had to do was cross the desert. Yeah, I think it was Ray that was, Nina. Nina's usually in most of the games. I think Ray she's very similar to some of the ones in the other game, but I put some different characters in this one. Honestly, the characters and their little animations and stuff are so awesome. There's such a nostalgia hit. Oh, Cray, that was it. It wasn't Ray, it was Cray. I was one letter off. Forgive me. So yeah, Nina's always been like a princess. I think Windhelm. I think she was the Princess of Windhelm. Can't remember if it was in this one or in one of the other ones. Yeah, some really awesome music in this game as well. Get that nostalgia trip going. Some of the dragons, like the whole idea is Ryu and Fou-lu, they can transform into dragons. They're like half breeds, and they get all different dragon transformations, and some of them are absolutely amazing. Alright, number 1 of the awakening. That's better. Right, here we go. Yeah, as you imagine, there's a lot of cutscenes in these games, which is good because obviously when you're trying to do a 15-minute, 20-minute video, it's not as good, but when you're actually playing along, it helps with the story to actually have that visualization of stuff. So for the time, it was quite good. It's usually the opposite, isn't it? You don't want to go out at night. Well, in games these days it is. Don't go out at night, you'll be attacked by stuff. Well, I guess maybe in some parts of the world, going out at night actually in real life is dangerous as well. Not so much where I live, it's quite a peaceful little place. What the? You know what he wanted to say there, but they can't. Oh, here we go. A dragon! I'd heard there was a dragon in the desert dragon, but I was hoping we wouldn't be lucky enough to find it. Well, you are just that lucky. Like a flying worm. Yeah, the term dragon in this game is used very loosely. A lot of the dragons are very crazy looking. There are some that like your bog standard looking dragons, but they went a bit creative on the old dragon thing. Like giant worm. It's like a flying caterpillar, really. Caterpillar of Doom. Yeah, you don't want that hitting you. It's bigger than your ship. Oh, look at all those teeth. You definitely won't survive that. Well, maybe if you opened your mouth and you went straight in, but then you'd probably be dissolved by acid stuff in this gut. The good old exclamation mark. I got an idea. No use. It's going to ram us. And that was the end of their ship. Look at how long the start of this game was, like, for actually getting into the game. Alright, let's wander off and see what else happens. At least we actually got some control movement going now. Fishing was a big part of this game, so if you like games with fishing on, then it was definitely a thing, and you get like these little random events. So a lot of the game's made up of the map and then go into like these weird little areas, and you can fight monsters and train. You can also learn monsters' abilities, which was pretty cool. So there is an element of trying to grind to get certain monster abilities and make them stronger. All in all, there's a lot going on with this game, and you probably get hours and hours of enjoyment. I definitely recommend this is another one I recommend. Like, if you like the whole RPG thing and have never played this, you need to. You can pick up some good ports of it and stuff on different various consoles as well. This is the original PlayStation one, though. Uh-oh. Something nasty's a coming. There's a chest behind there. I want the chest. It's the Predator! Want some candy? Invisible dragon. Without wings. Looks more, well, it's kind of like a, what was it, Velociraptor or something? If I remember right, it's Ryu. So as I said before, like the whole idea is he was like part of Fou-lu and broke off, and that's why he's like really young and doesn't really have strong powers. And it switches between them throughout the whole game until they eventually sort of meet each other. It's definitely something different at the time. There wasn't many games that did something like that. Obviously, a lot of RPG games work very similar, and they're highly story driven. I don't think an RPG like this would work without a story if it was just straight up beasted on stuff. Yeah, there he is. Our little blue fuzzy head friend. He wasn't scared at all. Aye, cool shenanigans. He's always naked as well. He always starts off naked. Yeah. Little naked boy stood in front of you. Lovely. Could you put on some clothes? He doesn't have any. It's not like he brought some with him. You have to find him some. He doesn't know any better. He's a dragon baby thing. Kind of half-breed type thing. Well, no, a dragon appeared. He wasn't there before, and then he just appeared. Oh, we don't get to the chest because Ryu nicked all the clothes out of it. God damn you, Ryu. That looked like a dragon or something. I wondered what it really was. Oh, I'm sorry. You probably don't know the answers to those questions any more than I do you? Yeah, he's another one of these characters that's a mute. where like all the other characters do the talking as if he was talking, but you never actually hear what he says. You know, like the whole Cloud Final Fantasy thingy. Actually, even Link doesn't talk. Though he did in the animation. It was really weird to hear him talk. What was it? Well, excuse me, princess. Or something like that. I think it was. You have to check that out. That was quite a funny thingy. That was before the whole Ganondorf thingy. That was quite old. Right, back in the early 90s. I think it was before Ocarina of Time. Yeah, okay. I got lost a lot when I was younger. Oh, I bet you did. So you're pro at getting lost. Well, he doesn't really have anywhere else to go. He got the king's sword. How will the king feel about that? Preposterous, giving some stranger my sword. Right, and now we get to kill little slimes, as it is in most games. Well, yeah, a lot of games, even these days, a lot of games, it's slimes are the weakest enemies that you ever encounter. Okay, onwards to Cliff. They wasn't very creative with the names, was they? It's not called like the Cliffs of Despair or, I don't know, Ridgeback Mountain or something like that. It's just called Cliff. Maybe it's a guy called Cliff. Maybe it's actually not the place. No, it is just Cliff, quite literally. That's what they call it on the map. There be cliffs here. As if they're the only cliffs in the game. Yeah, here we go. So random battles. They're going to be slimes? Yeah, I thought it would be. Right, so obviously you have all your bog standard things. And you don't know their HP until you've actually beat them. I think some characters do have like a spy thingy. You ain't got any special attacks. What a shame. That's weird. It's usually B to get out of stuff like that. Anyway, let's just beast on stuff. Hey! Animation's quite nice in this game. As you would imagine for the games like this, especially by Capcom. This is when Capcom did really good games. They still do some good games, but not so much anymore, stuff like this. They're definitely more into fighting games and that's where they excel at, but I don't know if it was a great victory. It was a victory nonetheless. Yeah, so level what? She's already level 5. Yet it's ironic that he's going to be stronger than them all later on. I can't remember if it was one of those games where there was hidden stuff. I think we've gone the wrong way. We need to go down. Need to go down to go up to get to the other side. We're just going to get tons of random battles now. Tons and tons and tons of random battles. It's probably all going to be the same thing as these weird little bird things. Let's focus one so we don't get attacked twice. Hopefully. No, they're faster. Ryu's too slow. He's going to get hit again probably. And it's guarding. Let's actually see if Nina's got any special attacks. Sever. Yeah, let's use Sever. Sever it to bits. She can also heal. Obviously, she's like your mage and healer. What other characters were there? I can't remember. I keep getting confused between all the different ones. I can't remember if Teemo was in this or he was in the third one. There are a lot of different characters, so you can pick and choose your party, as you might imagine with games like this. There's always a few, so you can mix and match. Cray is a general sort of badass. He uses a massive log. Oh, maybe we should have gone that way. Or maybe... Oh, I don't care. Whatever. It seems to be going all around over the place, so I guess we come round that way, maybe? I don't know. One slime. Let's actually heal Ryu, because he's getting a tad sluggish on the old health. There you go. Oh, she heals quite a bit. She overhealed you. Unfortunately, you don't get more health than you could have got. She parried it. It looked more like a dodge, but okay. I'll take it. Let's actually not use that. It's just stand-up attack. It doesn't have much HP left. Go on, throw your magic ball at it. There we go. Job's a good one. And reuse actually always find gold in the most random monsters. It's like, I guess the slime could have eaten people or something and got gold back. It looks like you're gonna have to jump. You got wings, but don't worry, we should be able to jump over this. All we have to do is yes, okay, I kind of think he knows how to jump. Oh, it's telling us how to jump. Yes, you interact with the edge. There we go. That was the weirdest jump ever. And she kind of like flies. You're a cheat, Nina. You're a cheat. Can we go this way? No. Okay, so I think we missed out on that way. Oh well, I'm not too bothered. It was probably going to be a potion or something. Oh, come on. Stop being such a baby. Looking down from a high place like this, it makes me dizzy. I don't think that's exciting. Get dizzy and fall off. Who called that? Who of you guys actually called she was going to do that? So Ryu just jumps down and lands like a boss. Yeah, of course he does. Now she's using her wings. Useless. Well, she's not really an angel, but Windhelmian with wings. Can't remember if they all have wings or if it's just like the royalty ones. Yeah, well, it looks like Ryu survived jumping off a cliff. I don't think that would be possible in real life somehow. This is certainly not a real life simulator. Yes, okay. Look for a place you can sleep. Oh, can we take those berries off the bush? Give me the berries. I'm hungry. Nom 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 nom. Lovely wild berries. Yeah, let's sleep inside the cave, guys, because that sounds like... Oh, it's only a little one. And then a bear comes in. Rawr, what you doing in my cave? I don't think the bear would actually say that, but... You never know, he might. He might be a talking bear. Well, there's like a girl with wings and there was a guy with a tail and ears before, so... Yes, okay. I thought I was actually moving him then, I wasn't. How sad. She won't let us go out at night. But we're a dragon. We don't care about night stuffs, night terrors. I think this is where it switches to Fou-lu, actually. Possibly. If it's in the jungly bit, yeah, I know it is. Ready? Here it is! Awesome, okay. He also has these cool guardian dog things. Boom! He wants to reclaim his other piece of his dragon soul thing, kind of thingy, my bobby. Huge beam of light. Yeah, there he is. That's not actually Fou-lu, that's the guardian dog. There he is. And you get the coolest music with Fou-lu as well. It's a full moon. Well, near enough for a full moon. So the time hath come. As you can tell, he's really ancient because he talks like that. Yes, my lord, majesty. It would appear that something is amiss. Where art the courtiers, the priests? Why is there not a single voice raised in greeting at thy return? 'Tis not of importance. They are mortals. Were we to attempt to understand their mind, we should spend an eternity. There be more pressing matters to attend to. Canst thou not sense it, this presence, this far and still slumbering? But 'tis what we have sought to... Sought, though? I don't know what that's supposed to be. These many ages. I'm not an old-timey speaker. Wonku, guard our place of rest. Okay, and here we go. Off to find majesty. Whither art thou going? We shall go to our capital as was planned. So many moons ago. We shall meet at the appointed place when the time hath come. Right, now we get to play as Fou-lu. You get the coolest battle music when he gets into a fight, which is going to happen because I think he can also turn into a dragon straight up as well, so we can actually see some dragon transformation. I think if I remember rightly, he only has one dragon transformation, and like Ryu, who can like kill dragons and absorb their souls, he only has the one, unfortunately. But it's still really good. What's this? That's just a jump spot. We don't want to jump off there. Do we? I think we actually do. We went up to come down, as in all these games. Okay, come on then. Oh, he teleports. I forgot he did that. Yeah, here we go. We got the cool music. And he fights some really big stuff as well. Right, let's see what... He ain't got no specials. R1. Charge. Oh, I swear he used to be able to turn into a dragon. Maybe he can't do it right at the start. Double hits! And he countered and did like no damage. Foolish beast! Zorus. We are Fou-lu! Wait a minute. Oh, I wanted to show you guys charge. I think it just keeps doing like the attack first, like the bog standard attack over and over again. It must be like the second time you come back to see him, you can turn into the dragon. Or maybe it's actually once we get through the forest, just so we can see. I'm pretty sure it was you could turn into a dragon like quite close to the start. With this guy, I think you can turn into like the little baby ones. He can turn into the baby ones, and I guess they're alright for when you're starting off, but they're not going to kill anything major. Who goes there? I don't think that spear's going to do much. What be ye doing in this place? Huh? Who are you? They say a dragon or something is supposed to appear tonight, so we were told to watch this area. Well, unfortunately for you, a dragon? That's right, and not just any dragon either. They say it's the legendary Dragon of Doom, which will bring ruin to the Empire. And what be thy design for this dragon? I think this is actually where it turns into a dragon. It could be. We will destroy it, of course. Nothing can withstand the might of the Imperial army. Thou believest thou can do such a thing? Thou art but mere mortals. Yeah, here we go. Boom! Say good night, guys. You've just been dragon exterminated. That's right. It was the astral dragon was his transformation. But that's been on the tip of my tongue for ages. Yeah, the big white one that you saw in the cutscene. And it doesn't look too happy. I would think like being a white dragon, it might be like holy, but no, this thing is like... Oh, I thought he transformed into it. Or does he absorb it? I can't remember. It has been a long time since I played this, guys. Since, I don't know, it was years and years and years and years ago. There must as well seek fight a volcano or the very earth itself. Dragons doth give birth to thy kind. Grant thee life and verily taketh it away. They are to thee as thou art to an insect in thy terms. Oh. Yeah, it's powering up. It's going Super Saiyan Dragon mode. They art gods. Quite literally. Would else thou fight a god? Yeah, I don't think that guy with the spear is really going to do much. Considering dragon scales are usually like really... Yeah. Kamehameha! Dragon Kamehameha. Oh, I think Ryu sensed the dragon. Yeah, probably not going to be able to have time to show you guys any dragon transformations, which is really sad. If I get time, I might actually play some of this myself, so I might do some little videos on it here and there. Because I'm really excited to be playing this one again. Yeah, it just obliterated. There's nothing left of those guys. They're just ash. Are we actually going the right way here? Or are we heading back? I can't remember. Alright, there we are. We're a tomb. And a question mark that nobody knows what it is. What is it? Have a guess now. Did you guess right? It's another forest. We might be able to do dragon transformation now. We'll have a check. Don't know if we should waste it on... He can meditate. Oh, here we go. We can. Astral. There we go. Okay, so I do get to show you guys before we end. Because the dragon transformations are pretty awesome. There's probably a bit overkill on this thing, but here you go. You got the cool artwork. Character, that Fou-lu always looks so cool. Yeah, there we go. So there's like a little hybrid form, and now you get like a. Obviously, you see all his HPs, and that has changed. Yeah, I think this dinosaur is probably gonna get eaten alive, and he's got his own specials, and he's got tons. So, revert form. Why would you want to do that? So what we got? Instant kill versus one targets. Wild swing. What do you want, guys? I can't tell what you want, but we're going for death because it's called death. So, we got to see what it does. Yeah, good night, Mr. Dinosaur. Yeah, insta-kill. That's how powerful Fou-lu is. Obviously, Ryu gets quite powerful later on, and some of the, like I said, some of the dragons are wacky. As you saw that weird worm one, you can capture that later on, and you can turn into stuff like that. Remember, like yeah, they do actually get like specials, which are certain ones that do like the little animation of the actual proper dragon, but all their forms are like hybrid forms. I think Ryu gets a couple of dragons that you can only like call to help you, so you can't transform into them all, but it does turn him to looking different. But in number 3, the dragons are actually even better because you get dragon souls, and then you can actually mix and match. I think it's up to 3 or 4 of those souls, and you get different results, so it's pretty cool. We're gonna do it once more. This is the only thing with the dragon transformation is obviously the animations take forever. I think you can turn that off, but for the sake of this video, I actually want to show you just a couple of times how awesome it is. The artwork for this game is really good as well. Even the sprites look really nice. It's just one of those games that, you know, really gets you excited playing it. Especially when you unlock so much. And yeah, you're not going to do anything, my friend. You are absolutely... Right, what have we got? Let's see, what other specials have we got? Oh yeah, so it's skills as well. Yeah, so some of the other skills. Let's try Frost Strike, see what that does. Stay frosty. Boing, boing. Yeah, Fou-lu always does 2 attacks with most of his strikes and stuff, which is quite cool because he does a lot of damage. So as you can see, he kills stuff really quick. We are level 64. That's just starting off. There's not really any need to grind Fou-lu like you do in like some of the other games. But Ryu, if you want to do stuff, you do have to grind him sometimes to make sure you can get everything done. We're actually stuck here. Oh no, we're not. I was going the right way to start with, and I shouldn't have detoured off. I detoured off the path, and yeah. It's actually hard playing with the D-pad when you're so used to playing with the analog sticks. Right, we're just going to straight up attack this fool, because dragon transformation takes so long and it's a bit of a waste on these dino cut saws, and your counter does nothing. Fou-lu cares not for your stuff. You're trying to devour me. You cannot devour a dragon. And it missed. See, I told you, you can't devour a dragon. It's just not possible. He has a sword that's made entirely out of magic light. That's pretty cool, really. Quite handy for carrying around as well. You don't need to carry big items around on your back. We got a vitamin, which is very handy. Yeah. Darkness awaits. What lurks in the darkness, you say? Pardon my presumption, but I believe you are the God Emperor Fou-lu, yes? Hiding in the shadows. I have been expecting you ever since I saw the flames rising from the woods where I had placed my soldiers on watch. Ah, they were your soldiers, huh? Thou sayest thou were waiting for us? Thou knowest of us and what we are, then? Yes, your majesty, you are the first emperor Fou-lu, who founded our great Fou empire. So he just attacks him. And knowing this, thou wast greet us with malice in thine heart, and thine blade in hand. I'm afraid times have changed, your majesty. No kidding. Yeah, I don't think that's really going to do much, my friend. You're probably just going to get yourself hurt. Okay, now we'll do a dragon transformation. Kill this guy off. So he's basically turned himself into a giant demon. Times have changed indeed. Use the meditate. Yes, we're already doing that, thank you very much. His name's Cam. Yeah, I don't... Some of these games, it's crazy how stuff changes. It's the same with animes though, isn't it? I like craziness though. Craziness is good. Well, in small tad bits. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Flaming fist. Fists are in the ground, aren't they? Yeah. So he disappears underground and his fist comes back out of ground, rather than just taking his stuff out of ground. Right, what haven't we used? Wild swing. Damage can increase up to 2 times. Eraser. Ah, yeah, dragon breath. I think this is the one where it does the, yeah. We actually get to see the dragon. So he's changing from a hybrid to a full dragon. Feel the light of the moon. Because he's astral. Yeah. Make that connection, guys. This is his Kamehameha blast. Quite literally. It does look a lot like it. That's one hell of a dragon breath. Didn't even need to use his hands. It's just numbers. It's all about the numbers game. And you just using flaming fists again. That's quite boring. It does nothing. You didn't even hit me. You missed. I flew up and dodged over it. But as you can see, my AP is draining from being in dragon form, which is not really a big deal because we're playing as Fou-lu. But obviously, if you're doing hard bosses as Ryu and stuff, you want to sort of... It's better to do the dragon form sort of nearer the end of battle. Try and do as much damage as possible, but just for the sake of coolness and actually showing you guys some awesome stuff, we're just going to go full in. This guy's doing nothing to us. You can't do anything to me. I don't think we're going to run out of AP before. Right, let's try... Yeah, wild swing. Now we're trying... I don't think you can straight up kill bosses. I think that only works on normal enemies. So that will probably miss. So I did like 3,200 damage max. I want to see if his normal attack actually does more. He parried it. I don't know why the parry looks like a dodge. It should do like a... I don't know, sort of a... Something with the hands and like a block thingy. Yeah, there we go. Spin away back into the shadows, foul beast. Apparently we rooted the enemy. We rooted him underground. So he's now part of the trees. It's actually routed, but it does look like rooted. Is he actually? No, he's stood on a rock. You appear tired, Majesty. Is it to be expected? Anyway, guys, I think we will leave the episode there. We didn't get to do much with Ryu, but you never do at the start. It's always sort of story to do with Ryu. The main thing was to see Fou-lu and his awesomeness. So at least we actually got some dragon transformations going. But yeah, this was Breath of Fire 4. If you're an RPG fan and you like retro RPGs and have never played this, I would look into going and finding it and getting it because it's such a fun game. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll probably do another PlayStation game next week, since we might as well. We've done a lot of GameCube and some Sega ones, so we might as well do a few weeks of PlayStation and then see where we want to go next. But you know what to do. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.